Hey everyone, so tonight I'm going to make Chex Mix. I know it's just something simple, but it's something that we like to have around the house during the holidays. So I'm going to take my rectangular stone bar pan, and this is an older version. The newer version, it's pretty similar, but they do make a tray that sits on top that you can purchase. So anyway, I had the older one, I kept it. So I improvise a little bit between the Chex Mix. I do a combination of something between that and the Crispix Mix recipe. So I couldn't find Crispix this time, but a lot of times to avoid buying 3 different cereals, I'll get Crispix because it has rice and corn, and then I'll just throw in the wheat Chex. But I couldn't find the Crispix where I was at, so I've got the 3 cereals tonight. So this is our wheat Chex, and we are going to do 3 cups of that. I feel like I'm getting ready to make a mess. And I don't worry about if it comes outside of the measuring cup a little bit. Okay, that's 3 cups of that. And I don't remember if this is rice or corn, but this is our little bag chip clip. It has a clippy on one side and the little razor thing on this side that you can open up bags with. Works really wonderful with cake mixes and all kinds of things like that. We're going to do another 3 cups of this. I think the one thing I forgot to set out here was the nuts. Can you grab those for me? Right up at the purple canyon. And then we're going to do 3 cups of, I believe that was rice before, so this is corn. And if there's something that you don't like, you can always just omit that. I mean, you and your family are going to eat it. Nobody's going to know. So, I mean, maybe you're not really fond of the wheat Chex. Okay, don't put it in and just double up the rice and corn. Nobody will know. Okay. I'm just going to put these back in the box that they came out of. Next, we're going to go ahead and do the mixed nuts. So that's 1 cup of nuts. And a lot of times I like to, I want to show you. So this is something I learned new the other day about our can opener. So not only does it make smooth edges, this little piece right here is used to open cans. I didn't know that until I watched a Pampered Chef live and saw somebody else do it. So, another good reason to watch those lives, folks. So, here we go. We got a cup of nuts. While I'm measuring all this out, I do have a stick of butter over here in my cast iron milk pot melting on the stove. And I will add the rest to that in just a minute. This is some toasted garlic bagel chips. And if you just find plain bagel chips, that's fine. Because actually the Chex and everything is going to take the taste of the spices and things that you put in your butter mixture. These are some pretty big bagel chips. I'm just going to kind of break them up. We're going to use about a cup of those. And that is actually not in either one of these recipes, I don't think, the Crispix or the Chex. That's just something extra I've added. Because I feel like the more crunchy stuff and things I can add in, the better off we are. Some people call this trash. That's essentially what you're doing, just throwing a bunch of snack stuff together and making a whole new snack out of it. I like to add goldfish. This time my daughter went in the store and she pulled out this that's holiday goldfish. Let's see, we have little stockings, little goldfish, and little trees. So that's gonna look cute. I have regular pretzels this time, but I have bought the pretzels before that were like bell-shaped, star-shaped, and tree-shaped. There we go. Cute. Pretzels. And I'm kind of partial to the pretzels, so I just always throw in a few extra of those. But you gotta save some to make white chocolate dip pretzels later. Okay, so now I'm gonna bring this over here. We are going to add our seasonings here. My butter is melted. I'm going to do a teaspoon of Worcestershire. I like things a little spicy. Ooh, that Worcestershire perked up that butter. So I'm going to do about a half a teaspoon of hot sauce. Got to be Frank's Red Hot. Okay, then we are going to add half a teaspoon of onion powder, and I could not find my half a teaspoon. So I'm just going to take my teaspoon and just use half of it. Now this part with the butter and the seasonings, you could actually probably microwave your butter and mix all that up. That wouldn't be a big deal because it's still going to bake in the oven. I just kind of like it doing it on the stovetop. And I think this little cast iron pan is so cute because it's got its little pour spout on the side. Garlic powder is 3/4, so I'm going to do a little more than half there. And then I'm going to use our Pampered Chef seasoned salt. Oops. And mine has gotten a little clumpy here, so I'm going to do 2. That'll be good. I'm going to grab my little mini whipper here. And I'm going to go ahead and cut this burner off because I can tell that it's most definitely all boiled and mixed together. Another thing I'm going to do, believe it or not, this handle is going to be hot. So I'm just going to grab my pot holder. And we are going to drizzle this all over the top of this. And the key thing with this, it's going to bake in the oven for an hour, but you're going to want to stir this maybe every 15 to 20 minutes. If you do it in an hour and do every 15 minutes, you're going to do it about 4 or 5 times. If you want to do every 20 minutes, it'd be more like 4 times. But what that does is it helps to get all of the seasoned butter mixed with the stuff. Plus whatever comes in contact with the bottom of the stone pan, it sort of sizzles and gets browned a little more down there. That's the key reason why I like to use my stoneware for making Chex, as opposed to using the Brilliance bakeware. I love the Brilliance bakeware, but sometimes there's a time to use it and a time to use something else. And for this, I like the stoneware better. Okay. So I think that is stirred up pretty good here. I'm just going to put this in the oven. And I'll come back every 15 minutes and stir it and put it back in for an hour. You want a total of 60 minutes. And then when you take it out, you can let it cool and you can enjoy it. Have a great evening, guys. Bye-bye.